bring a 3-game winning streak with them to Miami.
And of course the captain, Bam Adebayo, and you'll see for the Timberwolves.
And look, next man a game ago with that type of mentality.
Our officials are Kevin Scott, Kevin Cutler, and Brandon Schwab. Off we go on a Pelle Larsson. 3-point play for Pelle Larsson. Well, Mike Conley, the veteran point guard, 18th year in the league. He's defended by Tyler Hero, and boy, did the Heat miss Hero's offense in that close loss to Cleveland a couple of nights ago. Julius Randle, the former Knick, guarded by Kevin Love. Randle, the left-hander, knocks in first year with Minnesota.
And coming off a near triple-double, he was 1 assist short a game ago against Charlotte.
Randle had missed 13 February games with a groin strain. His return to health, a big key for them. Same for DiVincenzo as the Minnesota defense gets it back for them. And this is the terrific superstar Anthony Edwards. Now Naz Reid triples out of the corner, averaging a career high 15 points a game this year.
They're really playing well with Gobert out too.
Bam Adebayo on the season.
Good active cut there, and Hero delivering that pass as Bam's man stepped up to guard him on the downhill drive.
Conley coming in, got right past Davion Mitchell. Mike Conley, 37 years old, averaging 8 points, 4.5 assists per game, and is top 5 in assist turnover ratio in the league.
Amazing. Seems like he's been around forever. It's his 18th season.
Mitchell short, got it back, and then had it picked off by Conley. This is Randle. Naz Reid, second try at a 3. This one ricochets back to Davion Mitchell. 2-point lead early for Minnesota. Bam draws the foul, and with 19 games, he's averaging.
Is his efficiency at the rim higher level than he did earlier in the year. Since February, over 14 games, he's about 77% he's converting at the rim, and that really, allows him to score easier points and give him some momentum and confidence to take some of those other shots.
McDaniel's miss taken down by Hero, and the Heat and Timberwolves are even at 7, 2.5 minutes in. Mitchell attacking. Love a corner 3. Off great ball movement. 20 had 10 points and 6 rebounds in his last start in 16 minutes at Cleveland. Conley knocks down.
Up there on the switch. Kevin Love stuck on the speedy Mike Conley, who takes advantage of the 3.
Oh, Bam Lawson gets it back. Reid comes out to get him. Bam drives by him and then missed. Game tied at 10. Randle on the move. Randle banking it in.
Hand dribble, uses glass effectively. Very unique as a guy at 6'9", 255 pounds who can put it down on the floor and create off the dribble.
The Tyler Hero working against Julius Randle with a left-hand drive. Larsson from deep. Way off target for the 5 assists. The 7th time in his career he's had at least 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in a game. So he's done it 7 times in his career. 3 of those occasions this season. Those are terrific numbers. Nice wraparound by Conley to Randle. Working against Love with a step back. And down it comes to Adebayo. Tyler matched up with Anthony Edwards here. Edwards hasn't had a shot yet. He hasn't touched the ball yet. Mitchell with 6 on the 24. Conley almost got another steal. 2 to shoot. Hero off one leg. Bounces off. Love hand fighting. Gets it back. Bam, dotted line. It rolls in.
Tough. Down. Bam right now. 2 of 4. He's got 6 points and a couple of boards.
Game even at 12, 4.5 minutes in. Conley wraps it back to Reid. Gets by Bam, kicks it out, and that's a triple. The NBA now with 200, and actually that was not Edwards. It was McDaniels. Excuse me, McDaniels out of the corner. 84 triples for him. That's Love. Rims out, and there's Edwards with the ball. Timberwolves lead at 15-12. Randle. And Love able to grab that board and outlet quickly. So you remember and you rely on those Love rebounds and outlets. Here's K-Love for three. Kaboom. Ninth start of the season, so the game tied now at 15.
What a nice start for Kevin Love, really playing off Bam, being more the outside guy and making the Wolves pay with that triple.
Edwards triples up. Score 27.5 points per game. That's top 5 in the league as Hero turns it over. Edwards looking deep for Randall. And the Wolves cash it behind Miami. Atlanta just one game behind the Heat, although those two teams are separated by 2 in the loss column. Heat right now holding 7th in the East. Hero with a nice pull-up for his first.
Them need Tyler Hero. Missed the last game with that head cold in Cleveland, but need his firepower, need the threat of what he does on the offensive end to keep the defense honest.
John Davion Mitchell gets the first crack at defending Edwards. It's a tough task. DiVincenzo is in for Minnesota. That's Edwards, a corner three, and it ricochets out to Pelle Larsson. Larsson making the second start of his rookie year, the 19th different lineup used by the Heat. 6 games in a row they have had a different lineup for rebounds. He started each of the last 2 games very well. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Pelle driving past Naz Reid. Bam follows it up. And then Bam got stripped from behind by Alexander on advantage, and already 5 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, so important to win those extra possessions. Look at the ref getting in the way.
Kevin Cutler twice setting great screens.
The big man.
Hero thought about teeing up a deep one. Kicks it out to Highsmith from the corner. And the rebound comes down to Edwards, the third-year All-Star out of the University of Georgia. Here's Edwards working against Larsson. Double team comes from Hero, who deflected it out of bounds.
Go to that 2-3 zone when Duncan comes in. Change the look here for the Wolves.
He replaced Pelle Larsson. Edwards for 3. He missed it. Rebound to Naz Reid. He missed it. And Bam comes away with it. John, Eric Spoelstra very happy with the way the zone defense performed in Cleveland just 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it felt like it was a big part of the reason why Miami was competitive.
Far corner. 59 trays this year for the 4th-year guard out of Baylor. By the way, he won a national championship as a Baylor Bear back in 2021. Game tied at 20.
Well, these 2 guys on the top of that 2-3 zone, Haywood Highsmith and Davion Mitchell, cover a lot of ground out there.
Nickeil Alexander, guy shooting a career-high 40% from downtown this year. They're a very good 3-point shooting team as Hero came up empty, put in quarter. Dante DiVincenzo, 7th year out of Villanova, 1st year with the Timberwolves. Cross court, DiVincenzo chased off the line, back to the rookie Shannon. He'll fire and hit. It's a triple of his rookie season out of Illinois, Chicago native. 26-20 Minnesota. They have already tripled 6 times. 6 out of 10. They're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league. Highsmith missed it. DiVincenzo with a rebound. Timberwolves 5th in makes and attempts. They average 15 made threes on just under 40 attempts a game. Big part of the game. Ball swings well for the Timberwolves. And then Alexander.
Up tonight, this Miami Heat team get to where they want to play. They've been instrumental in good moments. Hopefully some more good moments for them going forward, John Crotty and Eric Reid.
Thanks, season. Matter of fact, Highsmith this year starting a career high 39 times. Robinson coming off the bench in his 11th straight. Missed it off the bank. And it's down to Anthony Edwards. 2:10 left here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo missing the long one, and Highsmith runs out of there with a rebound. Jaquez underneath. Bottled up by Alexander Walker. He scored anyway.
Good strong finish by Jaquez Jr. there. Don't catch, but able to get that up. He plays so strong going to the basket.
He had missed the last 3 games with the ankle injury. Here's Reid in the post against Kyle Anderson. DiVincenzo over Anderson. Good help defense by Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson was loved and respected by Chris Finch when he played for Minnesota. That's a rebound to Edwards off the hard miss by Robinson. Minute 22 left in the first. Edwards breaks free and scores.
Yeah, he really is dynamic when he's going to the basket. I would tell you, I think he's much more dangerous doing that. He's been excellent beyond the arc, but he takes a lot of threes, and he'll miss those too.
Here, veteran out of Michigan. It's a three-point game. It's Miami's fourth tray of the first quarter. Randall, nice spin move. Now word from Starr. Left in the first quarter.
Miami lead. It's a great example. They just don't commit stupid fouls and put opponents on the free throw line.
Jaquez spinning in the paint, back to Anderson. Hooking over Randall, and Randall with the defense and the board. DiVincenzo got that three to drop. His first scored it, and he was on a Villanova team that won the 2018 National Championship with a 17-point win against the Wolverines of Michigan.
Yeah, that's his role for this Timberwolves team, making those threes. 39% from their high pick and roll. You got to go over the top and run him off that line.
That's their biggest lead of the first quarter. They're ahead by 8 with 8 seconds left in the period. Mitchell with a flip, bounces off. Here comes Alexander Walker. He beats the clock.
And number 7 in field goal percentage defense are holding Miami to 34% shooting after that first quarter.
And we open.
As much as I'd love to see the charge, I think Coach Finch wanted it.
Charge thing. You just labeled Kevin Scott the best articulator in the league. He's ruffled a lot of officiating feathers around the association.
It's okay. I think he does a good job. I like it.
No, you said the best job.
Good.
Here's Bam. Jab stepping and bottoms up for Bam.
It's been an absolute difference maker for Bam. That jab step sets it up. He fakes with the right foot, backs the defender off. Raise up and then shot. He's making that at a high level.
Kyle Anderson with a heat foul as Conley pitches out. Long three for Reed and a long rebound for Bam Adebayo. Well, the Heat down by 7. Minnesota's biggest lead has been 9. The Heat's biggest lead has been 3. Oh, from behind, knocked away by Alexander Walker. Leads to a breakout. Dante DiVincenzo. Minnesota shooting 54%. Right now the Heat are at 37%. Terry Rozier enters the game for the first time tonight. Duncan maneuvering to his left. Bam with 5 on the shot clock. And that one comes down to Anthony Edwards, who already has 6 points and 6 rebounds. Kyle Anderson picking him up. Made him pass it out to Alexander Walker. And DiVincenzo gets it back deep in that corner. Landed right in the lap of Robinson. Couple minutes in, second period. Terry Rozier. Top side to Anderson. Kyle's pass picked off by Conley.
Playing him pass right now. Kyle Anderson has to be more aggressive, looking to score in those scenarios. They're playing the passing lane.
Edwards back to Conley, the left-hander, misses on the 3. 17 of their 27 attempts have been from 3. Jaquez stripped by Alexander.
He's a cousin of
to Utah and finally to Minnesota. Scored 20 points in their recent win Tuesday against Philly. Bam with a slam on a
straight line drive. Really was able to face up, find a seam, and boy, went right on top of the rim there.
High post Reed over to Conley on the wing. Deflected and stolen by Kyle Anderson. Anderson, like a utility infielder, does a lot of things well. Double team on Bam. Open 3, Jaquez Jr.
4-7 shooting.
8:49 remaining here in the first half. Alexander Walker misses it. Bam secures another Heat rebound. Hero back in. Sends it out to Rozier. Splits the D. Got right to the rim and came up empty. Alexander Walker on the move. From a dotted line, he knocks it in. Boy, he's played all 65 games this year for the Wolves. Again, a 9-point lead. What a steal that was. Clark Jalen Clark.
It's a very talented team and a hard team to score on.
Julius Randle back in that starting lineup the last 4 games. He has 8 points thus far. John Crotty and Eric Reed will send it back to you for the rest of the second quarter.
Thank you, guys. I'm right there with Coach Rossi, and the Timberwolves defense been outstanding. They got 5 blocks, 4 steals, and they're holding the Heat to 34% shooting in the first half. Defense wins. Hero on the turn, way off, and the rebound comes down to Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, Tyler has just not been able to get in sync. 1 for 5 with just 1 assist, and missed that last game and just doesn't seem to be in any kind of offensive rhythm.
That if you play and you don't play as well because you're not feeling good, people forget about that. Just triple of the night. It cuts the deficit to 8. Conley. Kaboom.
Again, you got to be able to read the defense there and understand scouting report-wise. Michael Conley just too good a three-point shooter at almost 40%. You got to go over top of those side pick and rolls.
Conley has 8 points already. He averages 8 a game. Bam missed it inside. Timberwolves trying to build on this 11-point second quarter lead. Timberwolves' best they've been this year is 7 over 500. Right now they are 6 games over. Randle working on the smaller Davion Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. Conley gonna let it go. And the long rebound batted away by Highsmith. He took that away from the waiting hands of Julius Randle. Tyler, kaboom. That man gonna stay quiet. 209 made threes.
How good he is and how quick it can change. On the move, no dribble, just catching and firing out beyond the arc for his first triple.
Tyler Hero, a man who has tripled in 97 of his last 100 games for the Heat. A staggering 3-point numbers for Tyler. Oh, from behind, what a steal that was. Jalen Clark with a great defensive play. And they don't capitalize on the missed layup. Rebound comes down to McDaniels though. What a play that was by Clark defensively though. Wide open 3, Alexander Walker. Well, the Heat dodged a few scares on that possession. Down by 8. Here comes Hero with a flip to Highsmith. Kaboom!
And does a nice job finishing around the rim, so they missed that component as well.
He's missing Ware. They're also missing Wiggins. Niko Jovic out with a broken hand. That's Randle. He misses. Rebound, Mitchell. Playing a little bumper cars with DiVincenzo to get that loose ball. Heat trailing by 5. 5 minutes left first half. Hero on a drive, a flip. Oh, Bam tried to deflect it in. Could not hang in the air long enough. Randle. Mitchell ran out. McDaniels missed it, and Bam snaps down his 7th rebound of the half. Going deep for Tyler. Oh!
Mitchell ran Julius Randle off that 3-point line. Wolves stuck with a quick short arm baseline shot there. So pretty good. Miami starting to lock in here.
DiVincenzo, another triple games this year with a toe injury. Tonight's his 6th game back. He's averaging almost 15 points per game in his last 5. So having DiVincenzo and Randle healthy again, John, gives Minnesota a chance to ramp it up before the postseason.
Yeah, so much more offensive firepower for them as docked that one in. But DiVincenzo's got great range too, and that was a 26-footer he hit on that last possession. The Miami's defense predicated on protecting the paint. It's hard to stretch that far out away and contest shooters.
John talked to a lot. Oh, DiVincenzo from Biscayne Boulevard. Bam with his 8th rebound. Talked to a lot of Minnesota people tonight, John, that gauge their feeling, but I wanted to ask you your thoughts on the Karl-Anthony Towns trade to the Knicks, bringing in DiVincenzo and Randle.
Yeah, look, I think they lost a huge weapon in Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, he gave them the ability to score inside and out, real physical presence inside as well. You know, I think it's really been a better trade for the Knicks overall, but some of that's health this year. Both those guys, DiVincenzo and Randle, missed a lot of games, but I think a lot of that was Minnesota looked at the fact that financially they were going to have to pay out even more money, and that was a lot of that decision was financial. It wasn't just talent driven.
Nice drive and finish years ago. That was 3 years ago. This is his 3rd year with the Timberwolves. That was the sort of the beginning of the end of the Towns here in Minnesota.
Good point. And, you know, really changed the dynamic of their team, made them very defensive oriented, but started to their defensive mentality and ID that they bring. But again, to play him with Karl Anthony Towns, it was really an awkward way, or sort of counter to the way the league was going, and it worked out, getting them ultimately to a conference final.
Yeah, they made it to Game 5 when they were beaten by Dallas. Bam Adebayo is turning in. He has 12 points and 9 rebounds. Miami's within 2 after twice trailing by 11 in this first half. Anthony Edwards.
He's been quiet. He's been off the ball so much. He's doubling him nicely there. He just can't get any touches and in rhythm.
Nice pass by Julius Randle. Unselfish club. Edwards and Randle both sharing. Minute 50 left, second quarter, a 4-point Minnesota lead. Bam, again, triple teamed, he scored again.
And that's his third.
Tight to compete and win. That's Bam Adebayo's story. The 15.9 rebound half. That man, a great leader in every way, on and off the court for the Heat. The most popular teammates in the league. 1-point lead for Minnesota. Minute 30 left here in the second quarter. Edwards against Highsmith could not get a shot off. McDaniels does and misses. DiVincenzo darting in for the rebound. McDaniels stripped on a steal by Tyler Hero. Pella, yes! Myers here late in the second quarter.
Great steal by Tyler Hero. Starts that break and gives Miami numbers with Pella able to finish.
Inside, McDaniels with a slam.
Until they worked on that in their shoot around, they went right to the high post and then found the cutter on the baseline.
Hero, kaboom! It's triple, it's a 20-7 Heat run to lead it 52-50. Reed got it, Naz Reed. Both teams identical, 20 for 45 shooting. Oh, Mitchell got past his man, the rookie Clark, but missed on the lane. Anthony Edwards, a top 5 scorer in the league this year. At almost 28 points per game, he only has 6 here in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Here comes Edwards. Into the corner and out of bounds. The Heat. With 5 seconds left, Bam having trouble in the Bam. 1 second left, he fires a 3. And on 1-9 shooting in a December loss to Golden State.
It just took 5 shots, so Miami's done a really nice job between their man-to-man and their zone of double-teaming him and keeping him out of the mix.
Breaking story, Anthony Edwards, Team USA. Beat Minnesota 3 out of the 4 matchups. So they need to finish ahead of Golden State to get that spot. Beating the 2-3 zone. 4 on the shot clock for Randle. Lost it, got it back, and scored. 4 years with the Lakers, 1 with the Pelicans, and then the last 5 seasons with the New York Knicks. And John, you just get the feeling he was underappreciated in almost every stop he's been in.
Need to continue to put pressure at that point guard position on Mike Conley.
Reed Euro stepping on Bam, but missing, and he'd have a chance to take the lead. Inside, Bam!
Company that delivers reliable.
Adebayo helps matchup between these clubs. That was early in the season. Back on the 10th of November, a 1-point Heat win in Minneapolis. Trying to sweep the season series for the first time in 8 years. Heat have a 1-point lead. Pell originally from Stockholm, Sweden. Sure, he played some soccer in his time. Here's Conley driving to the paint for the runner. It gets tapped out, and it winds up with Conley. Open spot from the wing, and he drills it. Coming out of Ohio State. Good pick way back in 2007. 1-point Minnesota lead. Our 9th lead change of the game. We're 2 minutes into the third. Bam bulldozing Reed. Now the turnaround. It bounces out. Here comes Reed starting for the injured Rudy Gobert. Good closeout by Kevin Love. Conley, oh, great footwork, and he rolls it in. Tricks. Even though he's averaging a career low this year at 8 points per game, still an impactful player who has a dozen points tonight.
Well, he just does a great job of keeping them organized. Still incredibly athletic for a guy in his 18th season. And he's got the speed when he needs it. He's become a much better three-point shooter over the course of his career. Don't forget, he became an all-star back in 2021 after a long time without ever getting. 3-point lead for the Timberwolves. Almost 3 minutes into the third quarter to get back in their 2-3 zone. Conley back to DiVincenzo, who started this half for Edwards. Nice pass underneath, and it's put in. Daniels is so long lurking around that basket. He's 6'9" with an incredible wingspan there, able to catch and finish right on top of the basket.
He's having a good year, averaging 12.5 points per game in his 5th NBA season. Larson, short from three.
Get back to McDaniels, too, with Gobert out. He's been a guy who's really stepped up offensively for them, scoring the basketball at a much higher level. 29 points in their last game.
Nas Reed with a
Look at you. Come on the uptake.
A little slow on the uptake. 9 straight points for Minnesota. Hero triples. And he's got 13 points. He has tripled 3 times in 3 tries. Davion Mitchell with the set-up pass. That's the 6th assist of the game for Mitchell. Highsmith in defending Randall. This is Conley, an open 3, and he buries it. He made the Heat pay on that one.
Yeah, that's what this Randall can do too. He can really great double teams. He's got 6 assists now. He's leading their entire team in assists.
The lob, perfectly thrown lob. He'd have cut the lead to 6. Bam has 18. DiVincenzo bombs away from downtown. Bam dislodged the rebound from McDaniels and took it himself. That's his 10th rebound, so Bam comes up with his 33rd double-double of the year. Hero come up short on that 3. He wanted a foul. Down the other end, DiVincenzo.
Not a good scenario for Miami. Defensive transition. You got to get back, make or miss. Easy run-out score there for the Timberwolves.
8-point lead for Minnesota. 5 minutes into the second half. Bam going to work. Got fouled by Nas Reed.
A year ago, taking those threes. That forces defense just to have to come out farther to guard him, and with his quick speed and dynamic attack, makes him that much more dangerous getting on top of the basket.
A 20-point, 10-rebound game for Bam. A 6-point lead for Minnesota. DiVincenzo attacking the zone and rolling it home.
Yeah. He got away with it. Good hard take, but wow.
Bam wants it against Randall. Good over. Shift happens.
Oh, confident.
Here's Hero. Larson for 3. And a rebound claimed by Randall on the run. That's his 8th board. Larson out there with DiVincenzo. Into Randall. Triple team turned it over. Davion Mitchell. Nice flip. Highsmith. Back out to Larson. Ooh, that would have been nice. Highsmith got it back. Hero pump faking. Now fires. Oh, you could hear the crowd moan and groan. The Heat down by 8. They could have used that. 5:40 left, third quarter. DiVincenzo. Ouch. Dante DiVincenzo. 7 points. They've made 9 of their first 12 shots in this quarter. They've outscored the Heat in the third, John, 21-10.
Yeah, they've really been able to get to their game, making it a lot tougher for Miami again with their defense.
Bam Adebayo on the high post. 20 points, 10 rebounds tonight for Bam. Hero behind his back. Back to the captain. He'll fire a contested 3. Kabam! The Heat need a jolt. They get a steal from Robinson. A 3. Yes! 2 lightning bolts in a row from downtown to cut the lead to 5. A steal by Hero off full court pressure. Bam with the slam. Oh, the game. Anthony Edwards. Out it goes to the Rook, and he buries it. Triple of the game.
He looks comfortable out there from shooting that 3 ball as a rookie. And boy, Edwards with his 4th assist.
Hero on a keeper. Oh, it's off him. Out of coaches with great resolve and imagination. Eric Spoelstra.
Spo typically likes to hold that challenge to the fourth quarter unless he's 100% sure.
Highsmith with another. Robinson, by the way, 11 points. Good off their bench. He has 6 points tonight. A 7-point Minnesota lead with 3:50 left in the third. Robinson bouncing for Mitchell. Good catch by Tyler. Off one leg, 2 points.
Oh, the floater. Can score from anywhere. You know, he is not limited out beyond the arc or at the rim. He's got that pull-up game. He's just tried to shoot less of those this year, but very comfortable in that area.
John, the Heat staying with his 2-3 zone. It's working. Highsmith leading it, getting it back, and putting it in from 3-point Minnesota lead.
Great pass, too. Mitchell just throwing it up high. Only Highsmith could go get it there with the right hand.
Mitchell's 8th assist for Miami. 8 on the shot clock. Randall back to Edwards. Edwards has not been aggressive since coming back in. He'll fire a contested 3 and miss. Hero snatching down that rebound. Hitting ahead for Highsmith. Made the catch for the touchdown. Minnesota.
Coach Finch would love to call another timeout here, but he just can't afford to. Momentum staying strong on Miami's side.
Here comes Tyler Hero, a chance to put Miami back in front. Bam against Edwards. The cutting Hero. Got it! A 16-4 Heat run. 16-4. A steal! Highsmith catching up to it, throwing it down. Oh. 3-point Minnesota lead. The Heat settle back into that 2-3 zone with Highsmith and Davion Mitchell on the top. Bam, a great communicator on the back line. Picks up Conley as he drives through. Minute 45 left, third quarter.
More spacing, short clock.
Alexander Walker got it. Has 9 points. He ties this game at 80. 9th tie. Game's had 10 lead changes. Home crowd enjoying it here. We hope you are in your house. 8 on the shot clock. Hero splits the double team. Gets by Bam, but missed it. Oh, he got right to the rim. Edwards. In and out. I think that's his first shot of the second half. Bam has the rebound for the Heat. Still tied at 80. That was actually his second shot of this quarter for Edwards. Mitchell wide open. And Anthony Edwards comes down with his 9th rebound of the game. Shannon Jr. Oh, he was all over. Minutes span. Great defense, triggering transition offense, a couple of quick threes. The Heat are right back in this thing. Mitchell colliding with Conley. And that's going to be a moving script.
He's played 32 minutes right now on the top of that zone. He and Highsmith have been doing wonderful work there, forcing those turnovers, making things confusing for Minnesota.
So Rozier is in for Davion Mitchell. Eric Spoelstra commended Rozier for his defensive work in the 2-3 zone at Cleveland. There's Terry grabbing the rebound. Tied at 80 with 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's been a terrific game between the Heat and the Timberwolves. Rozier. Bam. Got it off. No, he did not. Miami, the 18-4 run in a 3.5-minute stretch. Got the Heat back in this game. We begin the fourth quarter. All tied at 80, and Jaquez on a Jaquez Jr. Bam Adebayo opening this fourth quarter, 25 points and 10 rebounds. Naz Reid. And Bam runs down his 11th rebound. Well, Bam carrying the torch for the Heat. That's what captains do. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards through 3 quarters, John, 6 points, 9 rebounds, just 2 of 7 shooting for a guy who averages 27.5 points a game and over 20 field goal attempts a night. Rozier, kaboom! Bless his heart, he has really struggled from 3. He was 2 for his last 20 from downtown before that splash. That gives Miami a 5-point lead, which is their biggest lead of the game. Edwards.
Hurt himself here in the fourth. You're going to see him forcing the effort when he can, and boy, that one looked good beyond the arc.
Duncan. DiVincenzo right there in his hip pocket. Dante, a very active defender. 5 on the shot clock. Robinson cutting in, leaning in, got fouled from Morgan and Morgan. And 12 of the last 31 of the shots. Miami has a 3-point lead with 10.5 minutes left.
So he's an outside shooter by trade, a sharpshooter, and you're not going to get many calls if you're taking a lot of 3-point shots. He went to the basket there and drew 2 free throws.
Edwards pitching into the corner. McDaniels short, and Bam, what a rebound. Suction cup rebound for Bam, his 12th of the game. Bam's the number 13 rebounder in the league this year at 10 rebounds even per game. That's a point lead at Cleveland, too.
Keep people out. He just continues to inspire this team and keep them competitive.
By the way, Minnesota 3 early team fouls, 2 minutes into this 4th quarter. Bam, oh, he broke through, and guess in 9th straight loss for Charlotte. The lead would be a 13th straight win for the best team in the league this year, the 53-10 Cleveland Cavaliers. 3 on the shot clock for Jaquez. Bouncing in the Highsmith. Oh, it rolled off, and here comes DiVincenzo. Miami has a 3-point lead. 9.5 minutes left. Edwards guarded by 2 defenders on that possession. McDaniels driving on Jaquez, and he put it in.
Yeah, really upped his field goal attempts to almost 15 field goal attempts a game with Gobert out. He has been getting the bulk of the minutes in the front court for Minnesota.
Duncan Robinson with just under 9 minutes left. The Heat done with their challenges tonight. If you're unsuccessful on the first, that's all you get. DiVincenzo for 3. And Rozier in the game, flying in for that rebound. Rozier, Robinson, Anderson, Larson, and Hero for the Heat. Anderson got it. Score of this game to put the Heat in front by 3.
Good hard cut there. Duncan finding him on the move.
Oh, quick action by Minnesota. That's Jalen, originally from Riverside, California. Former Naismith Defensive Player of the Year as a UCLA Bruin. He's originally on a 2-way contract, signed for the rest of the season recently. Larson bounces off, right back to him. 8 minutes left. The Heat ahead by 1. Hero bobbled it. Oh, the Heat very fortunate. 3rd foul on Jalen Clark. Oh, for 11. Underline this moment. 7:50 left in the game because Minnesota is over the limit. The Heat in the bonus. Miami is yet to commit a team foul here in the 4th quarter. Nasri cut off. Threw it right into the hands of Robinson. Rozier could not make the catch. Edwards was out of bounds tonight with 9 points, 9 boards, 5 assists. Heat by 3. Henderson gets in, but he missed it. Edwards bumped by Rozier, foul by Rozier. Temper, he's committed a league-high 16 technical fouls. He's already served a 1-game suspension once you pick up your 16th tech. Naz Reid, 10 points for Reid. Edwards has to be on his best behavior. Every time he gets a technical from here on in, he'll have to serve a 2-game suspension. Rozier from the top, got it. The 4th quarter, 92-89 Miami. Just under 7 minutes left. Operating against the zone. Anderson ended and lost it into Naz Reid. Alexander Walker triples. Of the game, he's got a dozen points. Minnesota exceeding their average with their 16th made 3 of the night. That ties the game at 92. Here, tough defense by Edwards. Highsmith with 5 on the shot clock. It's Mitchell against McDaniels. Well, the Minnesota defense was up to it on that possession. McDaniels cut off. Reid for 3. Long rebound to Edwards, his 10th rebound of the game. Here's Randall. Oh, he had the open 3, drives in instead and missed it. Incredible! Had a wide open 3, passed on it, then missed a layup. We're still tied at 92. 5:46 remaining in the 4th quarter. Adebayo is 25 points in the first 3 quarters. He has not scored yet in the money quarter. 3 to shoot. Bounces off. Oh, that tickled the rim before dropping away. Naz Reid. He would figure Anthony Edwards would want to take ownership of the game right at this time. Points, 3 trays overall for him, and 17 triples tonight for Minnesota. They lead by 3 with 5 minutes left. Hero, kaboom!
Tyler Hero, his 4th triple. He's got 22 points.
And we got a deadlock game for the 11th time. Reed for 3. Yikes. Minnesota triples in the game. They lead by 3 again. They're shooting 42% from 3, 50% overall. High-level game. Hero breaks free to the paint, but it kicked out to McDaniels. McDaniels with 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. 3-point Minnesota lead. It's Reed. Back to McDaniels. Reed pump fakes in the corner. Driving on Bam for the hook. He's got 7 points in the Minnesota. They're going to want to keep him. He's presiding over a 100-95 Minnesota lead. The Timberwolves on an 11-3 run. Miami needs to answer here on the offensive end. Lead on the shot clock. Bam against Anthony Edwards. They bump and grind, and Bam prevails.
Good patience there, being able to operate on that block and take his time, get to that turnaround over the left shoulder.
So it's Mitchell, Highsmith, Robinson, Hero, and Adebayo on the floor for the Heat here at crunch time. Nickeil Alexander-Walker shares it with Edwards. He's already got 2 threes in here in the 4th quarter. Alexander-Walker, that was deflected by Hero.
It's a piece of that one.
Just his 10th block of the season. Great effort defensively for Tyler. Oh, Highsmith lost the ball. Here comes Randall. He got fouled by Hero.
Kind of a quiet night here.
Scored 20 points and 8 rebounds. A rounded player. Coming off a 25-point, 10-rebound, 9-assist game in their win against Charlotte. That was on Wednesday night. Bam in the lane. Double team. He shoots. He makes it. Rebounds. The Heat are down by 3 with 2.5 minutes left. Reed penetrates. Bounces off. Bam down with another one. Oh, Heat playing with heart and soul tonight. Hero says to Highsmith, go away. Let me do it this way. Robinson setting a screen. Hero trying to get to a free space. 5 to shoot. Bam at the top. Bounced off. And the rebound came down in the crowd to Anthony Edwards, his 11th rebound of this game. Well, Minnesota ball with under 2 minutes left. They have a 3-point lead. Bam checking Edwards. Long one. In and out. Rebound to Miami. Minute 40 to play. Heat ball trailing by 3. Need a good shot. There's one. Off the side of the backboard. 102-99 Minnesota with a minute 20 left in this game. Now the Heat need a stop. Edwards guarded by Mitchell. Threw up a wild shot. Loose ball. Minnesota up by 5.
Yeah, that length is something.
Hand off to Duncan. Got an open 3. Can't get a better shot than that. When you needed a 3, they got a wide open 3 from their second best 3-point shooter. Well, Minnesota by 5 with 44 seconds left. Loose ball. Bam and Randall in a battle for it. They got that. Hero with the steal. And Larson's bam. He's got it. Bam screens for him. Oh, the Heat have had some good looks from Hero and Duncan Robinson here in the closing moments that have not dropped.
Got a foul here, guys. Clean look on that last one.
Miami this year 1-10 when they give up 18 points, but 13 rebounds.
Assists.
Handed rebound. Bam, their 4th straight game. A 6th spot in the Western.
He needed 3 here.
15 seconds left in the game. Mitchell driving, got free and scored. 7 points to go along with 10. 4-point lead for Minnesota. Into the backcourt it comes for Anthony Edwards. John, I would say also impressive. You're telling the Heat win. Hard to win with 10 points in the league. Players and coaching staff and the whole basketball operation. Robinson into Edwards. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Bam for the win. No foul.